Hello, and welcome back to a special edition of the Mellow Podcast. Almost forgot my own title of my own show. That's ridiculous. But anyways, yes, if you know what it is, put on my Twitter, at MellowPod22. It is WrestleMania week, and it is Friday. 10 minutes till actually before the Hall of Fame starts. Actually, not even 5 minutes till the Hall of Fame starts. And it's WrestleMania weekend. Y'all, I am excited. It's to me, WrestleMania is my Super Bowl. Like, I don't mind. I really watching Super Bowl, but to me, WrestleMania is bigger than the Super Bowl. I don't know if I'm the only one that agrees with that, but I believe WrestleMania is bigger than the Super Bowl. Quote me on it. Get mad at me. I don't care. This is what I believe. But I'm gonna do my third annual. I think one of my first episodes was WrestleMania prediction. So, and this was during the COVID era and stuff. But y'all ready? I'm gonna start now. I'm getting the match card off of Bleacher Report. For some reason, I go to WWE.com and there's not really a match card. All this time I couldn't find it, and I'm a dope. But as most they say on the show. Yeah, we're just starting it off. We're not even doing nothing crazy. Night one starts with match one. Austin Theory, A-Town Down versus you can't see him, John Cena for the U.S. Championship. Now, I forgot the damn promotion that Theory was in before he hit up NXT and then went to the main roster. But Theory's been saying his whole career basically, I'm a big John Cena fan. I love John Cena. He was a dude that I grew up watching. He's the guy I want to wrestle one day and stuff like that. And basically he's been doing that his whole career. He always put that out there. He wants to wrestle John Cena. But I think it's cool. You want to wrestle your idol or supposed idol. Let's get clear here. And we know John Cena. I want to call him Big Time John Cena, Big Money John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Or what do we call him? Super Cena, as the 2K23, 2K23, not sponsored. They call him. I'm glad this match is happening because Cena came back at the end of December. I think he came back December 31st, the last Monday of 2022. Because he was like, I've had a match at least once every year since I've been here. So he's like, this ain't going to change anymore. So he came back for that. And then I want to say exactly a month ago, but I want to say 2.5 Mondays ago, 2 or 3 Mondays ago, he came back saying, back home to Boston. So it wasn't March 6th. Yes. Came back home to Boston, right here, Massachusetts. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yeah, woo, John, yeah, I love you all that stuff. And then Theory comes out saying, you know what, don't meet your heroes, stuff like that. I've grown up watching you. I beg you, but now I think I'm better than you. I ain't. He's like, nah, I am better than you, bro. You're not the same. You ain't the same John Cena I grew up watching. And then people say John buried him in the promo that John cut. He's like, John's basically just, you're just another wannabe me. I was in the same exact shoes you were when I pulled up here thinking I was a big shot and all that stuff. It took a lot of people to bring me back down for me to build myself back up and be who I am today, basically. And Theory was like, wait, what? So basically it's like, I don't want to say protege versus teacher or master. I want to say legend versus hopefully a legend someday. Because Theory still has a very young career. I'm not sure how old Theory is. I think he's not even 30 yet. But I do not think John's winning this match. Because I don't think John's going to be coming back to do a U.S. title run. He's got so much stuff in Hollywood he's doing now. I don't see him coming back. Because it just wouldn't. I'm not saying his body probably couldn't be into it, but it just wouldn't feel right. Yeah, I could see it. It's like, it's weird. But I'm a fan. I kind of am a fan of Austin Theory, though. It took a while. I'm not gonna lie. I said I wasn't a big fan of him in NXT. I started growing to become a fan of him when he was with Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell as The Way. Basically, him latching behind like Johnny Gargano, Johnny teaching him the ropes and stuff like that. But to me, I got Theory versus John Cena over John Cena in this match. Now, again, I don't know if all these match cards are exact. I know of 3 things right now. Match 1 is Theory versus Cena. But besides that, I don't know the orders. But I do know the Usos, Sami Zayn is night 1. And just this past, I think it was Monday, Dominik made a comment and said, "Oh, I'll see you Saturday." And basically, Dominik and Rey Mysterio matches on Saturday. That's all I know. All the other matches, I don't know if this is correct or not, but we will see. But we're just going to go down the list. I don't know if I should do the high-profile matches first and low-profile. We'll see. I guess we can go Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders. I think this is a pre-show match. I don't feel like this is going to be an actual match on the show. If it is, it's going to be a quick one. Because out of the matches that I'm looking at on my screen for night 1, if this is the order that they're going to do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 matches. The night starts off at 7. So I can see 7 p.m., 7 matches. Each match ain't going to be an hour long. And it's probably going to last at least till 11, midnight. I don't know. But I think this 4-man tag, this 4-team tag match is, I think, a pre-show. Viking Raiders, I love. Basically, every single actual team I'm enjoying. Braun Strowman and Ricochet only got brought together because of that time when Braun Strowman made a comment on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's a big man sport. Little men need to get out of here," and stuff like that. In the sense of like high flyers. Well, Ricochet is a high flyer. So Ricochet called Braun out one time for almost like a month. They were calling Braun out, and they were basically saying, "Yo, Ricochet, hey, you think little men can't do what you do? You think we can't take you guys down?" So they had this bout forever, and then they became a tag team. Okay. Street Profits, Montez, Angelo Dawkins. Woo! Boy, those boys are monsters. I love them boys. The fact that I feel they should be in some sort of... I get the whole Uso bloodline, Zayn Owens thing, but to me they should be in tag team contention in some sort. Hopefully it happens after Mania. Oh no, what did I do again? And stuff like that. And I love me some Alpha Academy. I'm watching the Hall of Fame in the background. I love Alpha Academy. I like old Alpha Academy when Gable and Otis were like more serious. Because that's when they got their titles. When they were actually serious about what they were doing. They got the Raw Tag Team titles. And Viking Raiders, I feel like they're just sleepers. This is a sleep team. Right? But out of all because they've been pushing a lot on Braun and Ricochet, so I can see Braun and Ricochet being the winners of this whole 4-team tag team. 4 tag team 4-way. I don't know how to call it. It's so confusing to me sometimes. Because I can kind of see Montez in a way not breaking, like what the New Day did. They're not breaking up Street Profits, but Montez going on a singles run. Because while Montez was out, Angelo kind of went on a singles run. Montez was injured for a while. Otis is becoming a fashion model or something. Otis, as they're calling him. So I don't know what's going to happen with Alpha Academy. And Viking Raiders, you just never know with Viking Raiders. You just never know what Viking Raiders is gonna do. So I see Strowman and Ricochet winning this title, this match. To me, there's no real like build up to it. I personally feel like, but that's just me. Next, we got Miss Becky, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control, which is the team of Dakota Kai, Io Sky, or Io Shirai originally, and Miss Bayley. So, if you don't know, Lita and Becky are the Raw Women's Tag Team Champions. Well, actually, the Women's Tag Team Champions. There is no Raw or whatever. They're just the Women's Tag Team Champions, which I think is cool. But to me, if you were going to bring Trish back, I get it's like a dream thing for Becky to win with Lita. But it should be Lita and Trish winning these tag titles. Now, there's rumors that that Lita's gonna turn on Becky. Now I don't know if it's gonna happen at Mania or after Mania or whatever, but it's supposed to be Trish is gonna get a little run against Becky. I'm assuming it's gonna put Lita in a weird position. And Damage Control is like they're lackluster. I get you trying to build Dakota Kai, Io Sky up a bit, because Bayley's already a star. Like she needs to go back in that SmackDown or Raw Women's title picture at some point. That's what she needs to be in one of those two spots. She don't need to be in Damage Control. Like, bye, Bayley, go. Damage Control, you don't need it. You don't need to go. But if Trish does, even if it's at Mania, backstab Becky, that's gonna be an interesting thing for Lita, because she's stuck in the middle. Trish is her best friend, and Becky, Lita respects, so it's like, to me, it still should have been Lita and Trish winning the tag titles. I do kind of go with Damage Control here, though, winning this match. Because to me, Damage Control needs something. They need something to build them up more. You know? Next, we have, I'll leave those two last. Seth freaking Rollins, which I hate the freaking part of this. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Okay, so, to me, Seth didn't even have a match until Logan Paul came back. And basically started at Royal Rumble when Logan Paul came back, and he basically threw out Seth Rollins during the Royal Rumble match, which clearly pissed off Seth enough that they just been going back and forth for weeks. Paul knocked out Seth on Raw one night. Seth called Paul, or supposedly he FaceTimed Logan on the show and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, I'm getting lost on the show here. Seth basically, sorry, I'm watching the Hall of Fame at the same time I'm doing this, like I said. Seth FaceTimed Logan Paul, which I don't think was an actual FaceTime at that moment in time. Because you could tell by the way that Seth's hand was on the phone, and then when they cut to the phone, it was two different ways. And then he said, I'll see you, you want to face me? I'll see you next week or something like that. Then Braun's like, bye, bitch. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Essentially, they just been attacking each other left and right, making verbal threats. Supposedly this is end of Logan Paul's rookie contract. So I don't know if he'll be back or not. We'll see. Seth, he needs to get back in the title picture again. If Cody wins or if Roman wins, he needs to shoot himself back up to that title picture. I still don't think Rollins and Cody stuff is even over yet. You know, to me, this match, I think all these matches are going to be great matches, hopefully. But I'll tell you which one out of the night one I think is going to be like the match of the night. Or I'm hoping it's going to be the match of the night. Next, this has been going on since, I'm trying to think, when was Clash of the Castle? September? I think September. Rey Mysterio versus his son Dominik Mysterio. Dominik Mysterio is the most hated. I thought Roman was, but no. Dominik Mysterio is the most hated person in WWE, shoot, I think in the whole wrestling industry, Dom is just wow. Well, obviously, he's working at it. He's learning. He's working on it. His in-ring work is good. I don't hate his in-ring work at all. His promos is The whole one night in jail thing, teardrop thing in his eye was. I get it. I got it. I get he was trying to be something, but it was dumb. It was like I'm glad they almost basically they just got away from me. They got away from me after like what a month, at least 2 months. 2 months they were just done. And then essentially he's just been attacking Ray the whole time because he attacked Edge first at Clash of the Castle after they won their match against Judgment Day, and then he attacked Dominik attacked Ray, clothesline Ray to the ground. Essentially that was Dominik's heel turn. And ever since then, it's been like he was very quiet for a while though. It was more like Rhea was whispering in his ear and he would do things, or he would say certain things that Rhea told him to do. But now he's like definitely been his own person ever since that, because obviously Rhea's been busy with something else that we'll talk about soon. Dom, he's got a lot of work to do in the sense of promos. But I do like the fact that he keeps saying, I wish Eddie was my dad, I wish Eddie was my dad, because I find that stuff funny. If you remember from back in the day, the whole thing with Ray and Eddie about custody of Dom and stuff, match and stuff like that. That was funny. Someone keeps saying on my phone, it's annoying. And then next thing you know, now in a way, Dom is like kind of copying some of Eddie's moves. And then also, he's got the hair. If you actually look at Dominik, like this is some of the facial hair he has and the mullet he's rocking right now. You put OG Eddie, like WCW Eddie, next to him, like a photo. It's like you would think Dominik actually is Eddie's kid. So I'm like, oh wait, is he really? And then I saw today a photo of Dominik. What if they had Dominik drive down in the way Eddie used to drive down on the fucking excuse my language, on the oh my god, what's it called, the Impala, the lowrider. He come and that's his entrance. I think to be the biggest pop of the night. They'll get so many boos in that night because they'll probably play the Eddie music in that and then change it to Dom's music. So Dom doesn't have his own intro yet. But I think sorry, I have to pause this for a second. I do think that Dominik will win. Dominik is gonna be, what I'm reading, they're high on Dominik. So I can see them trying to push Dominik as best as they can. Even if it's a win over his fault, because if he wins, oh my gosh. I'll be interested to see if the whole Judgment Day wins this weekend. Edge and Balor, Rhea for the title, and Dominik and Ray, which I find the fact that Damian Priest is nowhere to be seen in anything, by the way. Nowhere to be seen. That's ridiculous. That dude is a freaking star. But I think Domino will win. Next, we have 2 matches left supposedly for night 1. I have See, I don't know who's gonna main event night 1. That's been a argument for a while. People say it should be the tag team titles because there's never been a tag team title main event at WrestleMania. Also, we know there's been women championships, but people say do the bigger story, which technically is the Bloodline versus Sami and Owens. I don't know if it really matters who goes next, really. Who I talk about next. SmackDown Women's title. Charlotte versus Rhea. So Charlotte was gone, I feel, almost since last year. Since Mania of last year. Like after Mania, whenever she had lost it or whatever. And then she's been gone ever since. I know she went on her honeymoon with Andrade. She's been hanging out with him, his family, his kids, and stuff like that. Essentially, Rhea's been, I don't know if she's been in the background of the Judgment Day, but she really hasn't done anything crazy. I mean, she's been manhandling dudes left and right. I know that much when it comes to like the Judgment Day stuff. But since like title contention picture, she hasn't done anything until she actually won the main event. Or she won the Women's Royal Rumble at this past January. Then people then were questioning, who is she going to fight? It's like, oh, it should be Bianca because they kind of still have a feud there that really isn't over. But technically, Charlotte and Rhea definitely have a feud that's still going. I believe Rhea won one, Charlotte won one, and Charlotte won the NXT title, I think, from Rhea. And Rhea beat that, so they kind of have this. Hopefully, is the end of their feud, and depending who wins here, which I truly believe is going to be Rhea. You know, Charlotte just won it recently. About three? I don't want to say 3 months ago. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I think before or after Thanksgiving. So I think Rhea Ripley is going to be the next women's champion. And quote me on that. Next, to finish off night one, the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Uso versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Also known as Wrestlemania and KO Mania. Alright. This storyline has been going since pre-pandemic. Well, not even pre, like during pandemic. When Roman came back, I think he attacked Sheamus when he came back. Did all that stuff. And then Jay wasn't feeling how Roman was treating, and then also Roman ending up winning the title. And then Jay not liking the way Roman was treating people and stuff like that. I don't know, man. This is, I don't want to explain it all. Basically, Sami Zayn got into the bloodline. Jimmy was cool with him getting into the bloodline. Sami Zayn thought he was one of the Usos. He was family. He was Usi, which popped literally the whole crowd and the bloodline itself. Even Solo cracked a smile. I don't care what anybody says. Solo cracked a smile. I'm a big fan of Solo, even when he was in NXT. And also Kevin's been fighting the bloodline since pandemic. He's been fighting. I think he lost 2 or 3 times against Roman when there were no fans. It was just the Thunderdome. And then he's been on and off fighting the bloodline here and there. He's definitely been fighting Roman since 2020, on and off. It came into fruition more when Kevin was trying to tell Sami, like, yo, they're going to turn on you. That whole team is going to turn on you. I'm trying to help you before it happens so you can get out. But you don't want to listen to me. So at, what's that? Oh my God. War Games match, he basically told, officially just like, made the bloodline feel like, yo, I'm a part of you. Kevin cannot do nothing to me. Y'all are my boys. Kevin's nothing to me. And let Jay beat them down. Beat Kevin down, and then basically the bloodline won the War Games match. After that, Kevin's like, you know what? I'm done trying to be your friend. I'm done trying to help you. You want to be a part of them? Be a part of them. But don't tell me don't say I didn't tell you so when they turn their back on you. But then for weeks, Kevin kept trying to attack the bloodline. And they kept beating him down. Sami kept being like a little stagnant about attacking Kevin. He's like, I don't want to hit him. I don't want to hit him. I want to, and then I want to hit him. I don't want to hit him. I want to hit him. I want to hit him, and stuff like that. Until, was it at the Royal Rumble? I don't know if it was at the Royal Rumble. Was it at the Royal Rumble? Yeah, it was at the Royal Rumble. In that match, at the end of the night, where Roman's like, Show us you're really a part of us. I'm going to give you this chair. Smash it over Kevin's head. And Roman's like, yo, he's going to smash you. You don't mess with the bloodline, this and that. Next thing you know, one of the biggest pops I'll probably ever hear on TV. One of them. Not the, but one of the. Sami just straight cracked Roman in the back with that chair, bro. That's how you know. Oh, man. And then Sami's like, I'm sorry, yo. And then Jimmy's super kick. And Jimmy's the one that's been on Sami's side since the jump. Since the beginning of this whole Sami want to be part of the bloodline stuff. And Jay was the one like, nah, I don't want to deal with you. Now, mind you, a few weeks since the War Games, Jay was down for Sami once Sami showed us, like, he's down for the bloodline. He's like, he was cool with Sami. He got to give him hugs, daps, and all that stuff. But then after Sami attacked Roman, Jimmy was the one that laid that super kick onto Sami. And Jay didn't do nothing. He just walked out. He was confused. Like, yo, I had your back. I had you, and you just turned your back on me. Like, I don't know what to do. Do I help you or do I help my actual family? And for weeks, it was like back and forth. Jay didn't know what he was doing. He wasn't answering none of the Bloodline's phone calls, Roman's calls, Jimmy's calls. Until like the one night on Raw, was it like 2 weeks ago? I would say. Jay came down and was like, he didn't say any words. He was just like pretending like he was gonna team with Sami, give Sami a huge hug outside the ring. Jimmy was down and out, sad. And next thing you know, Jay with the super kick on Sami's face. He was like, yo, you think I would choose you? You really think I would choose you over family? This is my family, dog. This is family business. And then the Usos start beating down on Sami. And then comes out Cody, which we'll get into night 2 in a second. And then that's basically what that is. And then for literally until last month, not this past month, but the Monday before, it's been like Sami and Cody have been trying to get Kevin to be on their side. Like, yo, we need you. You are the final piece to this whole Usos and Roman bloodline situation. Team with me. Come back with your friend, Kevin. Come back to Sami. You know what I'm saying? This and that, whatever. Kevin's like, nah, man. I'm not. Like I said before, I'm not his boy. Why would I want to be with someone that's not a friend? Calls me a friend, but isn't really my friend. And then Sami was shocked with that. Kevin went home. You know, before Kevin went home, was like, yo, we may not be friends at this moment, but no matter what, I love you and I got you, no matter what. And then by the end of the night, you know, I think we all know what happened. Sami's talking to Mike about the Usos. Uso beat him down. Next thing you know, you see Kevin running out to save Sami. And boom, boom, both of them, Sami and Owens, beat down the Usos, make him go outside the ring. And next thing you know, Kevin walks up to Sami. Sami gets a little flustered because he thinks he's about to fight Kevin. And Kevin just gives him a huge hug. And the crowd just blows up. Just blows up. Like, yeah, let's go. Ooh. I feel like I should like break this down a lot smaller. That's why it's under half an hour. I feel I'm already at like 30 minutes. And basically where we are now. Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Usos win. So night 1 I got Theory win beating Cena. Rhea become the new SmackDown Women's champion. Usos keeping the tag team titles. Damage Control beating Becky, Lita, and Trish. Actually, I didn't even pick nobody for Seth or Paul or Logan. Seth can't lose again, I think. So Seth beating Logan Paul. Dominik beating Rey. And Braun Strowman beating Profits, Alpha Academy, and Viking Raiders. And that is the end of our night 1, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, that really was a freaking half an hour. All right, I want to make this a little faster. I didn't want to do a whole full almost hour episode. Night 2, we have this match really makes no sense. I think this is another one of those sleeper matches that it's just It's a filler. There we go. It's a filler match. Liv Morgan and Rodriguez. It was Gonzalez NXT. Versus Ronda and Shayna Baszler. Versus Natalya and Shotzi. Versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Sonya just came back. I hope there's a purpose to this match, besides it being literally a filler match. I'm hoping like one of these women gets a tag team title opportunity. Because to me, there's no real story here. I mean, yes, Liv and Raquel were hating each other for a little bit, but now they're a team. Natty and Shotzi, it's a random team. Sonya just came back, got paired with Chelsea. You know, it's supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be Chelsea and Carmella. Don't know what happened there. And then they've been kind of teasing the Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler tag team for almost like 6-7 months now. So I'm going to say Ronda and Shayna win this match to hopefully challenge for the women's tag team titles. Next, Gunther versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Sheamus and Gunther have been going back and forth for the past year. These dudes are monster. Oh, let me go back to night one for a second. I just realized something. So, to me, match of the night, people want to say it's going to be the tag team title match, which I think it might be. I really think the match of the night is going to be Rey and Dominik. We'll see. Next, like I said, Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus. Gunther and Sheamus have been back and forth. Clash of the Castle, that was a hard-hitting match. That was the match of the night, Gunther and Sheamus. And now you have Drew in there. Drew's like, yo, Sheamus, you've got your time. You've had more than one chance to go for this title. It's my turn now. Sheamus like, no, dude. Like, I need this title. I need to beat Gunther, and I need this title. I do think Gunther will lose the Intercontinental title. And I think Sheamus will finally actually win this title. Finally. He'll finally win the... I don't know if he's ever actually won it. But fighting with Gunther for almost a year, I think it's finally the Brawling Brutes, you know what I'm saying, Imperium. But Gunther does not get pinned. Sheamus pins McIntyre, keeping Gunther still strong for whoever's the main champion after Mania. Next, I want to go Hell in the Cell, Edge versus Finn. I think this is the match that might go the longest. One of the longest matches besides Universal title. Edge started Judgment Day at last year's Mania with Damian Priest. No one expected Priest to be on Edge's side, but it happened. And they just started doing it, like just beating random people down and stuff like that. And then they added Rhea, like what, a week or two later? And then they added Finn, but Finn technically was the real leader in that because they turned their back on Edge. Wow. Stacy Keeler's coming down the ramp right now. Yeah, because basically Judgment Day was attacking Rey and Dominik for a long while until Balor basically attacked Rey. Balor and the rest of the Judgment Day attacked Edge, and then Edge was out for a while. Then he came back. I think it was SummerSlam of last year to help Edge. Help Rey. Let's put this. Help the Mysterios fight off the Judgment Day, and the Judgment Day and Mysterio feud has been going on literally since, I want to say, April of last year. And obviously with the whole Dominik leap attacking Rey, it kind of added a level to that. And when Dominik basically attacked Rey, he was like, but he also attacked Edge. Edge is like, yo, Rey, I'm sorry, but I'm going to beat your kid's backside. I'm sorry. He's going to have to learn that, like, you can't just run away from your problems and think you're okay with it. And Rey's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be any part of this until literally last week, like I said, when Rey clocked Dominik. But basically, this is old leader Judgment Day versus the new leader Judgment Day. Finn's bringing out the demon. Edge is bringing out. I hear Gangrel's coming back, and if they let him, I hear Tony Khan said it's okay for Christian to pull up. So, bro, OG freaking Brood with the music. Oh, cha 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 cha. That'd be so sick. But Balor wins. I feel I'm gonna call it like Mysterio, Rhea, and Balor all win for the Judgment Day. That way they could talk about it. Like, yo, we just beat like some of the best people in the business. We're the best team in the company. And then maybe you can add the Bloodline with the Judgment Day feud there, because I could see that. I could easily see that. Let's see. Next, I have Bianca Belair versus Asuka. This has been a weird. There's been no real build up, except they keep teasing Asuka changing her character to something I don't like. I didn't watch Japanese wrestling, so Asuka, I guess I believe it. Japanese women, when they fight like men. They don't fight like I don't want to say WWE style, but Asuka's a hard hitter. Like, I've seen videos of Asuka getting slapped by a man. Open hand, cross the face, and she's like, yeah, come on, let's go. We got this. In a tag team, like, what? So I want to see that Asuka. I want to see what they're calling Kana. I want to see that woman pull up, start smacking some women around. But besides that, there really has been no build-up to this match, I feel like. To me, there's been nothing. Nothing at all. I feel bad for Bianca and Asuka. There should be more to this match than what we're seeing. But I think Bianca loses the title. Bianca loses her women's title. Asuka wins. Keep it moving. Next. Another. I think this is. If it's not the Gunther McIntyre Sheamus match, I think it's going to be the Brock Lesnar versus Omos match for night 2. That's going to be the sleeper match. Two behemoths. You know, they say Omos is 7'3", 405 pounds. Oh my goodness. Initially, I think when we all thought this, I can't be the only one, I hope. We saw, oh no, Brock and Omos, ew, whatever. But then when you saw them two face to face a few weeks back on Monday, you were like, wait, Omos is huge. And then Brock tried to attack Omos. Omos basically just threw Brock over the top rope. And Brock backed away like, uh-oh, I gotta fight him for me. This is a big dude. And I think that was the first time when people were like, huh, this might be something. This might be a match we all might want to see. And I fully agree. So, who wins? I literally have no freaking clue. Could this be a quick match? I think so. I give this match like a 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. Not counting walking down the ramp. See, Brock doesn't need to be pushed anymore. We all know who Brock is. He loses. Anytime Brock pulls up, everybody's happy to see Brock Lesnar. So I think Omos will win this match. Omos is winning this match. Yep, I said it. Stick with it, Melo. Stick with it. Omos is winning. And finally, the match that technically we've been waiting since after last WrestleMania to happen. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Roman's been, I'm going to say right now, I think Roman needs to win. I think Roman should win. For me, the simple reason is you are that close to 1,000 days. That close to 1,000 days. Why not just see it all the way through? I think the Fabulous Moolah has like supposedly like 3,000. I don't care about that. If that happens, that happens. But right now, you are that close to Bruno Sammartino's record of 1,000 days, which no one ever thought would ever happen. So to me, just the promos alone have been phenomenal last month. The last month after Roman beat Sami. Literally, the promos have been phenomenal between these two, and then you add Heyman to the promos. Those, dude, it's been like awesome to hear just the voices. They haven't even been attacking each other. Just them talking makes me hyped for this match. And also, I feel like I'm not saying Cody does not deserve to win the title. I fully believe he will be a champion. WWE title, Universal title, whatever. But we're so close to 1,000 days, and the fact that Cody just gets to come back, win Royal Rumble, and just win the title. I want more of a bigger build up for Cody. Like, this will be an adversity for him. An even bigger adversity that he lost it. That he lost the one chance he got. Build him up. Like, fully, really fucking build his ass up to be like, no, I can do this. I can beat him. I know I can. I know I lost at Mania, but that was a fluke. I was not myself. I needed to be more than myself. I let the things about my father get in my way and stuff like that. And then be like, no, I will win next time. I will become the next champion next time I face Roman. And I see Cody beating Roman at WWE at Backlash. I do. I see I see Cody beating Roman at WrestleMania Backlash. Because that way, 1,000 days is already done. You can literally make new shirts out of that now. You can literally make shirts once he hits 1,000 days. Like the Real King, or I don't know what they would do, because what they've been doing is actually awesome. But to me, Roman wins. That's it. Boom. Done. We're good. I feel like I should do a stand and deliver one too, because I like NXT. So let's quick overview. Night 1, Theory beats Cena and keeps his title. Rhea beats Charlotte, wins the SmackDown Women's title. The Usos keep the Undisputed Tag titles. Damage Control beats Becky, Lita, and Trish. Seth beats Logan Paul. Dominik beats Rey Mysterio. And Ricochet and Strowman beat the Prophets, Academy, and the Raiders for Night 1. Excuse me. Night 2, almost beats Brock Lesnar. Finn Balor beats Edge in a Hell in a Cell. Sheamus beats Drew McIntyre and Gunther, but beats Drew McIntyre to keep Gunther strong. Asuka beats Bianca for the Women's Raw Championship. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler beat Natalya, Shotzi, Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez in this tag team 4-woman bout, 14 bout. And I believe Roman Reigns will keep his undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my night. Rate the pod, like the pod, follow my pod on Good Pods, on Spotify. Hit that follow button, hit that like button. You got questions for me? Shoot them me on Twitter at mellowpod22. I'm gonna send me an email, cjfeliciano2011@gmail.com. Show me the love, show me the likes. Hit that group page on Facebook, The Mellow Podcast, with a Rhino reading a book, smiling like a pimp. Y'all know what it is. I literally did not expect this episode to be this long. I am sorry. Like always and forever, I love y'all. One love. Peace.